Hi there, my name is Magi Gibson and I am a poet from central Scotland, from a small town called Kilsyth, and after that I lived most of my life in and around Stirling and the Trossachs area. But now I live in Glasgow, in the West End of Glasgow, and my seventh collection of poetry, I Like Your Hat, published by Lewis, came out just last year at the end of 2020. But I'm here today to speak of my favourite Scottish poem, or one of my favourite Scottish poems, and I've chosen a poem by the poet Iain Crichton Smith, one of the greatest poets of the 20th century in Scotland. And Iain Crichton Smith was a poet who wrote in Gaelic as well as in English, because he comes from one of the Western Isles, and he is, to my mind, one of our most wonderful poets, and he brings both a sense of the sadness of Scotland and the great humour of Scotland as well within his work. He brings a sense of the land and the people. And it's quite a short poem which I've chosen, a poem called When I Am Reading. And it's, I think, for me, a poem works at its best when it hits the heart first, and then the head comes along second, and thinks, why did that poem really mean so much to me? Why did it touch me in that way? And this is a poem which works in that way, because actually it's got a simplicity to it and an absolute beauty and clarity in the images. And it also does something which I think is very typical of the Scottish psyche. It compares itself first to, well, in this case, the great poet Homer. It compares itself to other people, other nations, and wonders, are the Scots quite as good? And you'll see what conclusion it comes to anyway. So I shall just read the poem. When I am reading. When I am reading the literature of my people, I think we have no Homer, no poet as great as that, at all as great as that, in that way, in that marvellous way. But now and again I read about a particular girl who died of love in a ragged dress, or an eagle will rise crying, I was eating noble dead soldiers who were lying on a battlefield. And now and again there will sail on the sea towards Canada ships with salt sails, songs that are white with pain. Thank you very much for listening to my reading of Iain Crichton Smith's When I Am Reading. Thank you.